What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure 1994 here, and today is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. And this weekend, we have lost an iconic attraction in Disney's Hollywood Studios. So, as of June 8th, 2025, Muppet Vision 3D at Disney's Hollywood Studios, along with the rest of the Muppet area, it has all officially closed as of today. Yesterday was the last day of operation, and that means there's no more Muppet Vision 3D and Mama Melrose and Pizza Rizzo's, which is a pizza place that used to be Pizza Planet back in the day, but they closed back in like 2015 or 2016, I think, if I remember correctly. So yesterday was the last day of operation for Muppet Vision 3D, and it is officially closed. And it's a really sad day for a bunch of Disney fans and Muppet fans, because that attraction was once a staple in Disney's Hollywood Studios, like one of the most iconic attractions besides Star Wars and the former Great Movie Ride and the Backlot Tour where the Water Tower used to be, and the Sorcerer's Hat that used to exist as their icon before it was demolished in 2015. So, Muppet Vision 3D is no more. And there's a bunch of interesting stuff that happened on the last day. Jim Henson's daughter was like one of the last guests to make it the Muppet Vision 3D. And before the park closed last night, almost everyone at Hollywood Studios gathered in the Muppet Plaza to sing Rainbow Connection to it one last time before it closes for good in its final moments. And if you go on the My Disney Experience app, I saw on the My Disney Experience app for Disney World that it no longer exists on the map, and it's been completely taken off the map. And in the artwork of the map for My Disney Experience, you can see a bunch of trees over there. Those trees are not really real. It's just decorated to design. It's just designed to look like that, to make it look like it's no more. Yeah, so the entire Muppet area is like no more on the map if you go to My Disney Experience for Disney World. And it's not the end of the Muppets for Hollywood Studios. They are moving to Sunset Boulevard in 2026, and they will be part of the Rock and Roller Coaster Redeem for 2026. I don't know when they're going to open in 2026, but only time will tell. And Aerosmith is no longer going to be the theme for Rock and Roller Coaster because Disney ended this deal with them. And now the Muppets are going in. So, I'm not really too upset about Aerosmith leaving Rock and Roller Coaster, even though I love Aerosmith, don't get me wrong, but we still really need the Muppets to be there. The Muppets still deserve to be in Hollywood Studios, regardless if Muppet Vision's still open or closed. Yeah, so I think it's good that they're still keeping the Muppets alive in Hollywood Studios by moving them to Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, I don't really see it as I'm not really too angry about that, losing Aerosmith to the Muppets. I still think the Muppets belong there. It's their rightful home, Hollywood Studios. So yeah, I'm not really letting it bother me. At least Rock and Roller Coaster's still there, right? And it'll be like the same track, I believe. And I can't wait to see what they do with the attraction in 2026. I'm not going to Disney until 2026 because I have the cruise this year for Canada. But I can't wait to see it all. So this marks the end of an era for an iconic attraction in Hollywood Studios, Muppet Vision 3D. This attraction opened back in 1991 and it stayed open for 34 years. And it actually opened a year after Henson's passing, sadly. Sadly, this was one of the last projects where Henson has voiced Kermit. It was like one of Henson's last projects where he was voicing Kermit before he died in 1990, which was 35 years ago. It was like one of his last works. Muppet Vision 3D is one of his last works where he voiced Kermit. Sadly, and it's really sad to see one of his last projects go, but I cannot wait to see what they do with the new Monsters Inc. land coming to Hollywood Studios. And the layout is expected to look just like Monstropolis. I really can't wait to see what they do with Monstropolis. I bet they're going to do a really good job. So, it's gone but not forgotten from Muppet Vision, but I can't wait to see what they do with Monsters Inc. Don't get me wrong, I love that area being themed with the Muppets, but I'm really excited for Monsters Inc. Because that's like one of my favorite movies. And sadly, there's been talks about the ride in California Adventure closing for a new Avatar area. And for Muppet Vision 3D, they actually closed the Disneyland attraction back in 2014. That was like over 10 years ago. And they opened when Disney's California Adventure opened in 2001. So the one in California did not last as long as the one we had in Disney World. I'm glad Disney World still kept theirs. It was mainly a staple for Disney's Hollywood Studios and not really Disney's California Adventure. And this is sadly the second 3D attraction to be closed in just 3 months in Disney World, after it's tough to be a bug closed to make way for the new Zootopia 3D attraction at Animal Kingdom. So 3 months apart, 2 3D attractions are no more. So anywho, it's been a sad day for a bunch of Disney fans, losing an iconic attraction wrapped around the Muppets. But don't be too glum, because the Muppets are coming to Hollywood Studios, Sunset Boulevard's Rock and Roller Coaster. So I guess that's it.